Your makeup still look like this in 2026? Patchy, cakey, wrong shade? My sister, this simple makeup tutorial is for you. Come to class.
You can't even sit in peace, cause all of these niggas be on you. I'm just saying I can be, yeah, one that you call and you.
The first thing I always start with is skin prep. That's after using my micellar water to clean my face. Then my rice water toner. Normally, I just let that air dry on its own, but I'm cheating today and fanning it dry so I can move a little faster. Next is Vaseline on my lips. Before literally anything else touches my face, I've tried so many lip products over the years, ranging from balms to lip balms to lip oils, you name it. And Vaseline wins every single time, no contest. Then it's back to skincare for one more step. Aloe vera gel as my moisturizer. My skin just does better with gels than cream. I've noticed that over and over again, so I just stick with what works for me. Onto brows, which is one of my favorite and dreaded parts, honestly. So I go in with my spooling brush just to brush everything up like my brow hairs. Then my Be Pure Brow Lamination Gel. This product is generally one of the best brow gels I've ever used, and it's so affordable, which almost never happens with the ones that actually works. You know, when you find a gem like this, you hold on onto it. Here's a tip for my girlies that will save you so much money and time. Get your brows shaped. Mine aren't right now because I'm growing them out on purpose, but if you are newer to this, either find someone who can shape them for you or teach yourself how to. Once they are shaped, I notice it's easier to draw them. Honestly, it's a game changer. Also, make sure you use a sharp pencil. Doesn't matter the brand, just keep that tip as precise as possible. It makes outlining so much easier. For concealing my brows, I use two shades, something lighter on the outer corners and my foundation shade on the inner corners. And here's another trick that's been very helpful to me. Whatever I do on the right side, I do it on the left. I copy exactly on the other. That's how you get your brows to look like identical twins instead of, cousins. For getting more precise brows, angled brush, concealer brush, flat brush, honestly, they all work. I prefer the angled one because I learned how to do makeup using that. Now back to my base, I applied my F primer, then the Elegant Pro Concealer Corrector, just a dot on each dark spot, and I mean literally a dot. And using a concealer brush, I tap it in, I don't rub. Rubbing spreads it everywhere. I mean the concealer. Tapping keeps it right where it's needed. That's the old trick with corrector, honestly. Then I went in with my RCMA setting powder to lock that in. Then I dust it off. For foundation, I use NARS foundation remove all over with a foundation brush, a damp beauty blender to blend my foundation properly. For concealer, I use the Adventure concealer under my eyes, blending it with a tiny beauty blender. One side needed a little more powder than the other to match up, so I did it until they looked even. Moving on to blush and bronzer. This part tested me a little. I reached out for the Ionic blush and it just wasn't as pigmented on my skin as I expected. If you have deeper skin, you already know the struggle. Finding blush and foundation shades that actually work or show up properly has never been easy. So I layered my Estee blush in coral on top of the Ionic, trying to build the color up, and still didn't quite get there. But here's a quick tip for you. Do your blush before your concealer. It blends so much better that way. I did mine backward because I was kind of in a hurry. Finally, I got the payoff with my Eye Magic palette. Thank God I brought this to Canada. Using the red shade, I applied the leftovers on my beauty blender towards my forehead for a soft bronze look. And if you know a bronzer that actually works or show up on my skin tone, please tell me in the comment section. I used the View Beauty Powder palette in my shade with a powder puff. Then I went in with the Essence Trial setting powder over the same area. I'll probably use a little more next time for a brighter finish, but even lightly aired up nicely, I think. For contour, I went in with the Estate Contour Stick mixed with my Adventure Concealer in my contour shade, about 2 shades darker than my actual skin. For the nose, I started with a lighter concealer down the bridge and a touch on the forehead. I'm not really a big fan of forehead highlighting, but a little doesn't hurt. Then backing in with the contour mix, I started at the inner brow straight down to the bridge of the nose. And here's the part that people rush. Please blend this aspect very well, because if your nose contour isn't blended out properly, it can throw off the entire look. Even if everything else is perfect, take your time on this one. I mean, don't rush it. I promise it's worth that extra 10 or 20 seconds. After I finished blending my contour, I went back in and set everything: my nose bridge, the chin, the forehead, the under eyes, all of it. Then I went back in with my Beauty compact powder just to soften out any extra setting powder under the eyes. Now for my eyes, I went in with a translucent powder over the crease and brow bone first, just to catch any oil. Then the Blossom eyeshadow primer. I applied this with my fingers. I prefer using that over a brush when it comes to my eyes. Then I went in with this square shade from my classic blush palette. I tapped that into the lid. Then added the deep pink blush as eyeshadow tool at the outer corner to deepen it a bit. I was going for more of an ombre effect than one flat color. Now for my eyes, I lined it with the Inglot gel liner in shade 77. That's the darkest shade. And use this small precision twisted of a brush. I've been doing it this way for years now. It just gives me such a clean line every time. I must add that this step takes patience to you can shape your whole look, so don't rush it. Same liner on the waterline. Normally I'd use my MacBook Pro pencil, but I've not purchased it, so I may do with what I have. I went back in with the setting powder to boost the pigment for that peak under eye look. It just wasn't showing up as much as I wanted it to. Then for the waterline, I used a dark brown eyeshadow with a small smooth brush, blending right into the liner for that soft smoky finish underneath. And I love how this looks. At this point, I started blending and setting, so I brushed off all the extra powder. Then one more pass with my Beauty powder over everything just to blend it all together. Then I set the contour again with a darker powder using the same beauty blender. Then I used my classic brush palette under the eye and along the cheekbone with a touch of pink underneath. I think I should have just used a powder puff to apply the pink blush underneath my eyes. Anyway, it still looked seamless. I set the nose contour too with a darker powder shade, like 2 shades darker. The same shade with my contour actually. And I just wanted to add this here. A general rule of thumb for makeup is that anywhere you use cream product, you set it with a powder, especially if you're an oily skin girl like me. I couldn't find my glow kit, so I had to use my gold eyeshadow from the same eyeshadow palette on the eye points of my face, also on my nose, my forehead, wherever I wanted that shine. Then I blended it in with a brush. I also used my Carrot setting spray and my green tea setting spray. After the foundation and concealer process, I went in with the Estate Brown lip liner. It's a blowing lip liner at the top and bottom of my lips. I just used to line those corners. Then I added a pink gloss, but I noticed that it was a little too deep for what I wanted, so I went in with a white concealer at the center of my lips and blended it out for a lighter ombre finish. I finished it off with my Absolute lip gloss, which is also my favorite dupe for the MAC lip gloss. Now that I've finished setting my lip, I went in with mascara on my lower lash line. Lashes were already on off camera. Then I added a touch of gel liner on my Beauty mark just to bring it out a little more. I don't know if it's called Beauty mark, but I think that's what it's called.
And guys, yes, the final look. I just put on my wig and my lashes and lip gloss, and this is it. Let me know what you guys think. If you would like another makeup tutorial or any tutorial you would like me to work on, let me know in the comment section.